Here we have a SAT math question on compound interest. Okay, let's go over the question. Taylor has a bank account earning a 5% interest compounded annually. If her initial deposit was $1,000 and she makes a withdrawal of $200 after 3 years, which of the following represents the total amount in her account after 7 years? So, okay, so the formula for compound interest where the interest is compounded annually is A equals to P times 1 positive R to the power T. So here we have to understand the components of this formula. A is the final value of the deposit. The value of the deposit after T years. And P is the initial value of the deposit. R stands for the rate of interest in decimal form. Okay, here. Now let's go the information. So actually Taylor has deposited $1,000 for 7 years, but what she has done is she has made a withdrawal of $200 after 3 years. Okay, let me mark this information over here. So totally this is 0 to 7 years. This is 3. Okay, so this is 3 years time period, and 3 to 7 it's a 4 years time period. Okay, she has deposited $1,000, and after 3 years she has she withdraws $200. Okay, now what we can do is we can assume that she has not made any withdrawal in the middle. So she deposited $1,000. She keeps the $1,000 for the entire 7 years period time. So then, what is the value of a deposit at the end of 7 years? So for that, what we have to do is we have to use a calculator. We have to use a formula over here. So A equals to, so here the value of P is the initial deposit. The initial deposit is $1,000. So please remember, I have assumed that she has not made any withdrawal. So she keeps his money for the entire 7 years period. So $1,000, 1 positive. So R stands for the rate of interest in decimal form. Here the rate of interest is 5%. So if I convert this 5% to decimal, it will be 5 over 100, which is 0.05. And the time period is 7 years, so we can plug in 7. So final after the simplification, we get 1,000 times 1 positive 0.05 is 1.05 to the power 7. So she deposits $1,000 and she has not made any withdrawal. And after 7 years, so this is the total amount she will have in her account. But here she makes a withdrawal of $200 after 3 years. So the value what we have calculated now include this $200 and the interest for this $200 for this 4 years period of time. So since she withdraws $200, it has to be removed from this one, and also the interest for this $200 for this 4 years period time also to be removed from this one. So for that, we have to calculate the value of this deposit $200 for this 4 year periods of time. Again, we have to use compound interest formula. Let's say A equals to, so here, so now let's say this is a starting deposit. So $200 is the initial deposit, 1 positive 0.05. And so we are calculating the value of this deposit for 4 years. So the value of T has to be 4. Okay, A equals to 200 times 1.05 to the 4th power. So we calculated this value by assuming that she has not made any withdrawal. So, but the question says she makes a withdrawal of $200. So it includes the $200 plus interest for this $200 for this 4 years. So this one has to be removed from this to know the total amount in our account after 7 years. So finally, we have 1,000 times 1.05 to the 7th power negative 200 times 1.05 to the 4th power. So this is a total amount that Taylor will have in her account after 7 years. So the correct answer choice for this question is option D.